Do you have a clear picture of your dreams and desires? Do you know what you want in your life? What is your ultimate destination? And where you want to arrive by the end of the day, the month, and the year? Do you know what is your vision in life? And what are you passionate about? Do you know your life's calling ultimately? Friends, the answer to all these questions lies in one word, and that is clarity. You cannot achieve something what you really cannot see. You cannot climb those mountains if you cannot see them. Leave aside reaching the hilltop if you cannot see the goal posts. Where are you going to dribble the ball? Where are you going to hit the final ball? What would happen to a ship that doesn't have a compass, that doesn't have a radar, that doesn't know its destination? It's definitely going to flounder in the sea. What would happen to an aeroplane which does not know where to land, which is unaware of its destination? It would certainly run out of fuel and crash land somewhere. And most of us, my dear friends, we are just like that floundering ship or that lost plane. We are going through the sea of our lives, not knowing what to do, not knowing what we are best at, not knowing our objectives, not knowing our aspirations, not knowing our aims, not knowing our ambitions in life. We are unaware of our priorities, and that's the reason we are engaging in most of the meaningless tasks throughout the day. We are doing those insignificant things day in and day out, and then we expect great results out of them. Do you think that's possible? This success will keep eluding us as long as we do not establish a connect with ourselves. We have to sit down with our own selves and determine who we really are. We have to find out what is our real mission, what is our real vision in life, what is our purpose for life. We have to determine our real self. But unfortunately, most of us are procrastinating on this. We are postponing this. You know why? Because once we ascertain who we are, then we actually have to do something about it. We have to materially, practically realize it in some which way. And that's a very tough job. There are 4 major reasons which are preventing us from achieving that success we all deserve. The first major reason is the fear of failure. Even if we come to know what we are best at, we still do not make the move. Why? Because we fear failing. We all fear failing in our lives. And that's the reason number 1, which keeps us dead in our tracks, which keeps us restricted to our comfort zones. We are immobilized because of that. We are paralyzed because of that. We are like a deer stuck in the lights. That is the reason we do not make a move in our lives, and eventually we are away from the success. The reason number 2 is the fear of the unknown. There are so many professions which have that unconventional tag attached to them, like acting, music, singing, maybe dancing, photography. These are the professions which are slightly alien to us because no one close to us maybe in our family circle or in our friend circle, has ever done anything in these fields. No one has ever ventured in these fields. And that's the reason we get jitters. We feel jittery entering into these professions. We get a chill down our spine even to think of going into these professions, even though we know we have that spark within us. The third major reason which prevents us from having clarity about ourselves is the fear of commitment. We all fear that hard work. Whenever you are starting something new, it's not going to come into fruition overnight. It's not going to happen instantaneously. It's going to take some time. And you need to have a lot of sleepless nights. You have to take lots of risks during this period. So my dear friends, that fear of perseverance, that fear of commitment, the fear of doing the hard things, the responsibility, the ownership of doing things rightly, consistently for years on end is what is preventing us from taking that leap of faith. And last but not the least, the one major reason which prevents us from going headlong towards our ambitions, towards our success, is the fact that we fear rejection of others. We fear that others would ostracize us. We fear that we would be the odd man out. We want to stay in the good books of others. We want to be accepted by others. We want to see that gleam in the eyes of others. Maybe we have to fall down in our own eyes because of that. We feel nervous whenever we think that probably we will lose ourselves in going for a certain job headlong. That is again one major reason, another factor which prevents us from going ahead with our goals. So in the end, I would just like to say, friends, that success has a price to pay. And that price has to be paid in advance and in full. It's just like a fast food restaurant where you have to pay the bill first, collect your coupons, and then take your meals. Success, similarly, success likewise has a price, and that price is clarity. If we are casual about finding clarity in our lives, we will definitely end up as a casualty. So in order to initiate and in order to sustain success in our lives, we have to find that clarity and we have to live with that clarity. So friends, if you have liked this video, please press the like button down under and do subscribe our video channel. And whatever is withholding you from finding that clarity in your life, please do mention in the comments down under. Thank you so much.